Hello class, a very warm welcome in today's session. In today's session, we are going to continue with the exercise of the chapter, that is matter. So without wasting time, let's get started. The very first question on your screen says that take the most appropriate answer, which means that you have given a question and you have to select the most correct option from the four options on your screen. Right? So here is the question. Molecules of a solid vibrate at their positions, move only when heated, C, move because they are loosely bound, and the last one, do not move at all. So when we have studied the matters chapter, in that we have already discussed that in a solid, the molecules are packed tightly, which means that they have negligible space in between them, which in turn gives them incapability to move from here to there, right? And that's why they just vibrate at their positions, right? So that's why option A will be the correct answer, that the molecules of a solid vibrate at their mean positions. Now, moving ahead, the next question says the force of attraction between two similar types of molecules is called. Option number A is adhesion, option number B is cohesion, option number C is electrostatic force, and option number D is conduction. So in these all options, we have studied that whenever there is a force of attraction between two similar molecules, let's just say this is a water droplet and this one is also a water droplet. So the force of attraction between these both water droplets will be what? It will be cohesion, right? And along with that, we have studied the concept of adhesion, in which we have studied the force of attraction between two different kinds of molecule, right? Two different kind or types of molecule. Right? So that is addition. So now the correct option will be option number B, which is cohesion. Okay? I hope this is clear to you. Now moving ahead, we have the next question which says the temperature at which a solid changes into liquid state is called. So whenever a solid is changing itself into liquid, that process is known as what? We have studied about that, but firstly let's just talk about the options here. Option number A is boiling point, option number B is freezing point, option number C is condensation point, and option number D is melting point. So in these all four options, firstly we have to understand that what is the process of conversion of solid to liquid. The process of conversion from solid state to the liquid state is actually known as melting or fusion, right? And the temperature at which any solid changes itself into its liquid state, that temperature is known as obviously the melting or fusion point. So that's why option number D will be the correct answer, that the temperature at which a solid changes into its liquid state is called melting point. Okay, I hope this is very clear to you. Now, moving ahead, the next question says, how does the kinetic energy of a molecule in a substance change with a decrease in its temperature? So, we have correlated the temperature and the kinetic energy of any molecule or any substance, right? Whenever we are increasing the temperature or decreasing the temperature, there is some sort of variance that is actually seen in the kinetic energy of the molecules of any substance. Right? So option number A is it remains the same, option number B it increases, option number C it decreases, and option number D it becomes twice. Firstly, let me just give you an example. Let's just consider this is a vessel and there is a lot of water in this. Okay, there is water in this, and your mother is actually doing what? She is heating it up. Let me just make it more light. Yeah, so she is just heating this vessel to boil the water inside it. Now, what will you actually realize that when she is boiling the water molecules starts moving, right? Which means we can say that when the temperature is increased, the kinetic energy in the molecules actually start increasing, right? And when your mother turns off the heat, then the actual liquid cools itself, right? And then the molecules start resting. So that's why we can say that when we are increasing the temperature, the kinetic energy starts increasing because we can see some sort of movement in the molecules. And when we are decreasing the temperature, kinetic energy obviously is going to decrease. So that's why, how does the kinetic energy of a molecule in a substance change with decrease in its temperature? So it is going to be decreased, right? So option number C will be the correct answer. Okay, I hope this is clear now. Moving ahead, the next question says the state of matter in which the kinetic energy of the molecules is so small. Please focus on the statement that it is saying that the state of matter. Which state of matter? It can be liquid, it can be solid, it can be gas or plasma. We haven't studied plasma, so that's why it's odd one. We can just take it out, right? Now you have to choose any one of the three: solid, liquid or gas. But what is question asking? That the state of matter in which the kinetic energy of molecules is so small. Now there is a point, let me just clear you. This is solid, this is liquid, and let's say this is a container in which I have gaseous molecules, right? I'm just taking molecules like this. And this is liquid and this is solid. Now what you are noticing here, that these molecules don't have enough space so they can move from here and there, right? So that's why we can say they have small kinetic energy, they have very low kinetic energy, right? The kinetic energy is very low, we can say that. Okay, now talking about the liquid, you can see that there is some sort of space in between the molecules and they can just easily flow, they can just easily move from here and there. And we know very well that liquids flow. So that's why we can say that kinetic energy is greater than the kinetic energy of solid. Yeah. And in case of gas, as you can see clearly, there is a lot of space in between the molecules and they can move here and there in random direction, right? They are just exerting the pressure on the walls of the container in which they are placed. So that's why kinetic energy is maximum. Now, you can get the answer with this, as the question is saying that in which the kinetic energy of the molecules is so small that they cannot overcome the intermolecular force of attraction between them. So in which state of matter the kinetic energy is very low or so small? It is obviously the solid. So that's why solid will be the correct answer here. Okay, option number A. Now I hope that it makes sense that how you are going to correlate the kinetic energy concept with the temperature as well as the attraction of forces, right? I hope this is clear. Now, next question says, in convection currents, the very first option is hot molecules rise up. So we have studied the convectional currents in which we have studied that hot molecules just rise up and the cold molecules goes down. This process repeats again and again, right? So in convection currents, hot molecules rise up. Yes, we know that. It's correct. Cold molecules sink down. Obviously, it is also correct. Molecules actually move from their place. Yeah, they are moving from their place. That's why they are just gaining the temperature, right? The cool molecules are going down, the hot molecules are going up and up, right? That is what's the cycle of the convection current. So that's why this is also correct. So option number D, that says all of these will be the correct answer because these all three statements are of convection currents. Okay, I hope this is clear. Now moving ahead, the next question is fill in the blanks. Now you have to fill the correct term in these blanks so that it makes sense, right? The very first part says the force of attraction between molecules of a substance is called. So any substance in which there are molecules, obviously a substance is made up of molecules and atoms, right? So the force of attraction between the molecules of any substance is known as what? It is known as intermolecular force of attraction, right? Force of attraction. Now, the next part says that the intermolecular force of attraction between the molecules dash with increase in temperature. So whenever we are increasing the temperature of any substance, what happens? The molecules start moving. Okay, molecules start moving from here and there. They gain some sort of kinetic energy. I have told you. So the kinetic energy increases, and because the kinetic energy is increasing, that kinetic energy is actually helping in overcoming the force of attraction between the molecules. So that's why the force of attraction becomes less when temperature is actually increasing. So the intermolecular force of attraction between the molecules lowers down, or we can say lower down, with increase in temperature. Okay, so the intermolecular force of attraction between the molecules lowers down with increase in temperature. Now in solids, intermolecular spaces are we know that intermolecular spaces are very less in case of solids. This is very easy. Then the molecules of a gas are dash packed. When we are talking about gas, the molecules are very loosely packed, and that's why they are actually moving here and there in any random direction. Okay, so you can write here that they are loosely packed. Okay, then during melting of a solid, when we are melting a solid, what? Its dash remains constant. What remains constant? Actually, when the solid is melting, the temperature of that particular solid remains constant, right? So that's why we can write here the temperature remains constant. Good enough. Now the next one and the last one, the process of water changing into its vapor at 50 degrees Celsius is called. Now there is a question, when any liquid starts, or we can say water starts boiling, okay, it happens at 100 degrees Celsius. So whenever water is actually changing into its vapor state at 100 degrees Celsius, that is known as boiling, right? But when it is changing itself into the vapor state at any temperature below 100 degrees Celsius, that is known as evaporation, right? We have studied that. So that's why the correct answer here is evaporation. Okay, and I hope you know the basic difference between evaporation and boiling. Boiling is something when water is changing itself into its vapor state at 100 degrees Celsius, and evaporation is something that happens below 100 degrees Celsius. Okay, I hope this is much clear now. Moving ahead, we have the next question. Write true or false. There are some statements here on your screen, and you have to write true and false for these all statements. The very first statement says an atom is defined as the smallest unit of matter that has an independent existence and carries the physical and chemical properties of that matter. Obviously, atom is actually the independent, we can say the independent existence. It has some sort of independent existence, and it is carrying the physical and chemical properties of that particular matter, right? So that's why it becomes true statement. Next is the intermolecular force of attraction increases when intermolecular space increases. If we are increasing the space between the molecules, is it going to happen that intermolecular force of attraction increases? No, it's not going to happen. Why? When there is a lot of space in between the molecules, the force of attraction decreases actually, right? So that's why it becomes the false statement. Then, if the molecules in a substance have very large kinetic energy, now we are talking about the molecules in a substance which have very large kinetic energy. So, if we are talking about gaseous state or we are talking about liquid, obviously we are talking about the gaseous state, which can completely overcome the intermolecular force of attraction between them, then the substance is a liquid. No, that's a gaseous substance. So that's why it becomes the false statement. Because we have studied and I have demonstrated as well that whenever we are taking the case of gases, the molecules have maximum kinetic energy, and that's why they are moving from one place to another randomly, right? And that's why it becomes a false statement. Now, moving ahead, the next question says, when a gas is cooled, its molecules lose energy and slow down. Okay, whenever we are cooling a gas, what happens actually? Actually, all molecules are going to lose the energy with the help of which they are moving from one place to another. That is the kinetic energy, obviously. So they are going to lose that kinetic energy and they are going to slow down themselves into another form, that is liquid, or we can say solid. Okay, so when we are actually lowering the temperature, so it happens that they are going to lose the energy. So this becomes the true statement. The force of attraction between the molecules of water and that of glass is the force of cohesion. Okay, so we have studied that what is cohesion. Cohesion is the force of attraction between the similar types of molecules, right? But here the molecules are of different types, that is the molecules of water and the molecules of glass. So that's why that becomes the false statement. Actually, it is the case of adhesion, not cohesion, right? Next one is the process of change of state from gaseous state directly to solid state is known as sublimation. If we are actually changing the gaseous into directly the solid state, that is sublimation or not? No, sublimation is not the process of changing of gaseous state directly into solid. It is actually opposite, which is the conversion of solid directly into gaseous state, right? So that's why this becomes the false statement. Okay, I hope this is clear. Now moving ahead, the next question is matching the columns. So there are two columns, the very first and the second one. You have to match the correct option with the correct solution. So the very first part here says solid to liquid. When we are changing the solid to the liquid state, it is known as melting. So you can write one over here. Then liquid to gas, obviously it is called as evaporation when the temperature is below 100 degrees Celsius, but it is called boiling or vaporization when we are actually doing it at 100 degrees Celsius, right? So that is known as evaporation. It is written here evaporation, so we can just match it with the evaporation. Okay, then is it's written solid. Now solid has least intermolecular spaces or least intermolecular forces or mode of heat transfer. What should be the correct answer? Obviously they have least intermolecular spaces, right? So that's why this becomes the correct answer for third one. Next is gas. Gas have least intermolecular forces, right? And that's why it becomes the correct answer for this. And the last one is conduction, and we know very well that conduction is the mode of heat transfer. That's why this becomes the correct answer for the fifth one. Okay, so these are the matching of the columns. Now moving ahead, we have the next question. It says that define the following terms. The very first term is about the freezing point, that what is freezing point. We know very well that what is the process of freezing. Freezing is something that when we are actually changing the liquid into its solid state, right, at the temperature. So what is that temperature called? That temperature is called the freezing point. Okay, so we can write the particular temperature at which liquid changes itself into solid state is known as freezing point. Okay, you can just take the screenshot of this definition, that the particular temperature at which liquid changes itself into solid state is known as freezing point. Okay, I hope this is very much clear now. Moving ahead, we have the next one which says condensation. So what is condensation? Condensation is actually the process when the vapor state or the gaseous or the gas molecules are changing itself into the liquid molecules, right? So condensation is that process. So we can write the process of conversion of gaseous state to the liquid state is known as condensation. Okay, so this becomes the answer for the condensation point. Now the next one is element. So what is element? Element is obviously a basic substance, we can say, which consists of atoms and molecules, right? So you can write here the substance made up of same kind of atoms is known as an element, right? Talking about the condensation point, I have told you that what is condensation. So at a particular temperature, when condensation happens, that particular temperature is known as condensation point. So you can write this as the temperature at which gas changes itself into liquid state. Let me just erase this firstly. Liquid state is known as condensation point. Yeah, so this becomes the answer for the condensation point. Now talking about vaporization, or we can also say this as boiling. We know very well that what is vaporization or boiling. The conversion of the liquid into its vapor state is known as vaporization, right? The process of conversion of liquid into its vapor state is known as vaporization. Yeah, so this becomes the correct answer for this. Now the next one question or the next one term is saying fusion. And if you know very well that what is fusion, so fusion is just something like melting, right? This is the another term that we use for melting actually. Okay, you don't have to confused. Okay, so we can write the process of conversion of solid state into liquid state is known as fusion, right? So this becomes the correct answer for fusion. I hope this is very clear to you. So this is what we have studied in this lecture. So what you have to do, you have to revise the whole session. I hope you learned a lot in this session. Take care of yourself, keep learning and keep exploring. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.